Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Legend Greatness, and to this week, I was unable to get the store thing recorded because Xbox decided, nah, you don't need to see that. So I'm gonna recap it verbally. So basically, it starts off with Mara talking about how the Woken are light and they're dark, and she mentions the Black Fleet. Then there's an entity that commands them, the voice in the darkness. So I'm guessing that's what we're going to eventually build up to. This is probably stuff that's going to lead way down the line past Witch Queen and all that stuff. Probably the final shape or whatever that last DLC is going to be called. So she talks about that. You go ahead and do your thing, right? So you go and do the weekly stuff. You go ahead and knock that stuff out. You come back, and once you're able to access the Wayfinder's compass, Petra and Aldrin, aka Crow, have a conversation, and so Crow wants to talk to Savathun. He's like, "Yo, let me talk to Savathun. Why can't I go in there? You let the other Guardian in there. What's up?" And then Petra's like, "Nah, Queen said you can't, so you can't do it. I ain't gonna let you." And Crow's like, "Bruh, I don't even listen to the Queen though. That ain't who I follow. Who you talking to like this?" And then Petra pulls a knife on Crow, very similar to how Crow pulled a knife on you in D1, right? And he's like, yeah, bring a knife, and trying to cut Hunters. That don't make no sense. Which, like, I really don't understand what Petra was going to do. But then she's like, "Oh, the Queen's Guard will shoot you," and I'm thinking like, but he'll just come back though. But anyway, so Glint breaks it up. He's like, "No, no, no, Anna, please stop fighting." And then like, okay, so they separate, and then you go talk to Crow, and he's like, "This ain't even cool. I'm getting treated, like this because of something I did in the past, and I have no knowledge of. I've already been beaten to death over this. Blah 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 blah." Right? He's upset. He's putting out all kinds of mean tweets about the Queen. Then you go to Petra, and you talk to her at the Wayfinder, and she's like, "Well, it's the Queen's orders. This has nothing to do with what he used to be." Blah blah blah. Right? And then you go and talk to Savathun, and Savathun wants to talk to Crow too. She's like, "I just want to talk to my friend. I know how it feels to be alone, and I just want to make sure he knows that everything I said was sincere." So that's the recap. Hope you enjoyed the verbal recap. Next week, hopefully, be able to record it. And yeah, and we'll have the askew stuff up here as well. So hope you enjoyed. My name is Legend Greatness. Try for greatness everything you guys do. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Riga worried their song had attracted the storm's attention and made plans for the flock to leave the hollow. She locked herself away to study. The separation pained Agur, like you know it does. Unable to bear the loneliness, Agur finally took to the sky. High above, the open air cradled him like star-cloth ribbonettes. He felt peace in the deafening rush of wind across his feathers. Once he found them a new home, Riga would love him as he loved her. She would offer him the scepter their mother had crafted for him. The scepter that Riga selfishly kept. But as he approached the forest's edge, night fell and thunder shook his heart. Agur saw a great storm building on the horizon. Had he the scepter, he could have fought. Instead, he listened, straining through the thunder for the faint, secondary beat of Riga's twin heart. Through lightning and chaos, he followed it home. Agur told Riga of the storm, the forest's edge and the gleaming bulbs of starlight clashing overhead. She didn't scold him or tell Mother Kestrel. She listened and heard the possibility in his tale. Gratitude. Imagine that.
In another life, I'd have appointed Aldrin Dominion of the Reef's borderlands to expand and connect the kingdom under my reign, Agger's scepter in hand. He would have used it to open doors and challenge foes best left alone. He was not unlike a guardian already, and he would have died before his time. Aldrin's fall was a predetermined point, so I hid the scepter away and gave him something safe to chase. He often strayed from that path.